This is NDTV and you're watching NDTV Prime.
Hello and welcome to the Property Show. We bring you the latest news from the real estate sector and also the best property picks in your budget in your chosen markets. And to help us do this, we have Tanvi Goyal from Lises for us with us. Welcome to the show, Tanvi. But before Tanvi answers any of your questions, let's take a look at the headlines. Will banks pass on the rate cut benefits in form of cheaper home loans? Ask the home buyers as RBI cuts repo rate by 25 basis points. Affordable properties in Greater Noida. Your options along the Dwarka Expressway in a crore plus budget. We find out value for money buys in a prominent residential market of Eastern India, Kolkata. We also cover emerging property markets on the outskirts of Pune. And the spotlight will be on Solar Suresh from Chennai on how he is championing the cause of sustainable living. The Monetary Policy Committee of the Reserve Bank of India cut repo rate or its key lending rate by 25 basis points to 6%. This is a 7-year low. 40 of 56 economists polled by Reuters had expected the RBI to cut its repo rate by a quarter percentage point to 6%. Now the spotlight is on the banks, who are expected to lower their lending rates, thus making home loans cheaper and reducing the burden of EMIs on the borrowers. Welcoming the move, the real estate industry has asked for more aggressive rate cuts in the future to boost the market. They said that home loan is a must for a mid-segment home buyer. Higher EMIs due to high interest rate discourage home buyers from buying homes. Lowering of interest rates helps in making faster decisions for the consumers who have been contemplating a property buy. And now it's time to answer your questions, and our first caller has joined us. Anant Kumar is with us right now. Anant, go ahead and ask your question.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Actually, I have invested in a property, Apex Golf Avenue. This is in Noida West, Greater Noida West. So I wanted to know that whether it is the right decision to invest in this property. And one more thing is that they are asking 6% GST. Okay. Overall, 12% demand is there, 6% is subvention, and finally they are asking for 6% GST. So, is that right for them to demand 1.5% more than what was earlier decided on 4.5%?
So, Anant, as far as your GST question is concerned, we would have been better equipped to advise you on that if you would have mentioned this on your email. But as we can see in your email, you have mentioned Apex Golf Avenue, and in fact, you even mentioned Unibera Homes. But we're definitely going to tell you more about this. So what do you think, Tanvi? What do you think about Apex Golf Avenue and in general that area?
So let's talk about the area first, Anjali. The area that this project falls is Noida Extension. So this is a developing location. We've spoken about this location earlier also, that this area has a lot of supply. And also the unsold inventory is huge here. There are around 67,000 units available with the developer, and the weighted average prices here are 3,500. So this is an affordable segment of Noida. This is in like a extension area where you can buy if you don't have a very great budget. This area in general, prices in terms of pricing and in terms of livability, it's in terms of prices it's better, but in terms of livability, if we see, it's still a developing location. It's it's below the average mark, I would say. I would score it 4 out of 10. if I have to score it on the livability barometer. In terms of rental yields, if we see, the area witnesses yields of 2 to 3.5%, which also falls in the average ranges. So in terms of future price perspective, the pricing will not, in short term at least, it will not increase much because there's a lot of distress in the market. In last 3 years also, if we see, the annualized returns have been in negative, not been on the positive side. But that is good for an end user or a person who's looking for long-term investment. And if we see for the project that he's talking about, the Apex Golf Avenue, this is by Apex Group, and it's part of a proposed 130-acre sport city. So it is a 5-acre project, but a part of a larger township. So it has a lot of benefits in those terms. And the project is currently on superstructure, and it's expected to be delivered by, say, next 12 to 18 months. So since the construction is progressing now, earlier the project was slightly delayed, but since it's progressing pretty well now, it's a good bet, it's a safe bet. The only thing is the prices that the developer is quoting currently is slightly on the higher side. So if Anand has negotiated a bit on the table, it would have been, it may have been a better deal for him. The other project that he mentioned in the query, Unibera Homes, this is by Unibera Developers. This is also not a very big name, but the construction on site is smooth, it's seamless, and no fundamental issues with this project also. So if any other buyer is looking for this project, they can definitely invest in this one. Other than this, we have one more suggestion. Overall, Noida extension area is under a lot of distress. So there's a huge difference between the prices that are being quoted by the developer and the prices at which actual deals are happening. So it's advised for the buyers in this market to negotiate a bit on the table. One more recommendation from our side for the viewers would be 7th Avenue by Gorsons. So Gorsons is a very well-known name in that area, and this particular project is part of 125-acre township, and currently they are also having, like a couple of days back, they were having offer prices of 3,000, which is lower than the weighted average prices. So viewers can definitely go with this one as well.
Okay, so as you can see, apart from your choice, this is one more option that you can go for, but do bargain a little bit, negotiate a little bit, as Tanvi says, because there's scope for that in that market. Let's go ahead and take another question which has been sent to us by Ankur Sharma in an email. He says that his budget is around 1.3 crores and he wants to buy a 3 BHK apartment. He has already seen ATS Cocoon in Dwarka Expressway in NCR, and he wants to know from you, Tanvi, what do you think about that area in terms of livability in the next 1 or 2 years? And also, he has his concerns about the area and its infrastructure in terms of roads and everything. What do you say? The area and also the property, what do you think about it?
As per the query that he had sent through email, Anjali, the major concern for him was the completion of Dwarka Expressway. So the Dwarka Expressway currently, as we know, is stuck at two patches. So one is in Gurugram, which is 1.4 kilometer long stretch near New Palam Vihar and Kherki Dola toll road. And the other one is in Delhi, which is 3.4 kilometer stretch, and currently, because NHAI has taken it under their purview, both the stretches, the work is going on. They've already started acquisitions for the land which were under private ownership. So definitely the work will proceed on that, and because of that, the market which was currently getting slow, the complete Dwarka Expressway projects were witnessing a lot of stress in terms of pricing pressure and everything. That will improve. So currently the weighted average prices there are 6,980, and in last 3 years it has witnessed a downfall of -3%. And in terms of livability, if we see, the area is currently below average, because again, since the Dwarka Expressway didn't happen, it didn't get functional, so the critical mass hasn't reached there. There are a lot of projects, but the social infrastructure is not there. The necessary school, hospital and everything are not properly established there. So currently the rental yields are also low. They are in 2 to 3.5 range, which is again the average range. And there's a lot of downside pressure on pricing. So if he's looking for a very short-term investment, it might not be a very great idea, but if he's looking for end use or for long-term investment, he can definitely go ahead with the area. The project that he's looking at, ATS Cocoon, it's a quality project, and it is by a very well-known developer of that market. It is pretty close. It's close to completion, and it's a part of, again, a big township called Chintal's Metropolis, and is designed by Hafiz Contractor. So it's overall a good project, and above all, it carries builders' credibility. So definitely he can go ahead with the project. Other than that, we are recommending him 2 more projects that he can look into. First is Chintal's Paradiso by Chintal's India. This is also in Sector 109. This he can get into in the resale market. This is also a part of a very large township, so again it will get a lot of benefits. The second is Lumbini Terraces Homes by Brisk Infrastructure. This also he can get into resale market and get good pricing of that.
Okay, so let's quickly take a closer look at the 2 projects that Tanvi is suggesting. First is Chintal's Paradiso, and the price that you'll have to pay over here is ranging from 5,000 to 5,200 rupees per square foot. Unit size for a 3 BHK apartment ranges from 1,785 to 2,050 square feet, and this is available in the resale market, as Tanvi told you. The other option is Lumbini Terraces Homes, and the price that this project is commanding is ranging again from 5,000 to 5,200 rupees per square foot, and unit size for 3 BHK apartment is 1,703 to 2,022 square feet, again available in resale market. Now let's go ahead and take our next question, which has been sent to us as an email by Nadeem Murbad. He says he wants to buy a house in Rajarhat area of Kolkata, and for that he has already chosen one particular project. This is a 3 BHK unit that he has seen in Sanjeeva Kolshri. This is what he likes, and he would like to know from you whether this is a good project and what kind of progress has it seen since it was started.
Okay, so first I'll talk about the area a bit. Rajarhat is it's an emerging IT and residential hub of Kolkata. It's located on the northern side of Kolkata, and it's a part of Bidhannagar Municipal Corporation, not the Kolkata Municipal Corporation. And since it's a new development, it's a new town planned, it is divided in 3 phases. So this particular project is part of Action Area 1, and all the 3 action areas, the 3 phases of the new town are not completely developed. They are still developing. They are definitely an active real estate market because it's a developing area. So it has a total unsold inventory of 12,400 units and a weighted average price of 3,600, which is pretty affordable in that region. But in terms of livability, because it's a developing area, it falls below the average mark, and because there's a lot of future land available for future development, and the critical mass hasn't reached there in all the places. There are a few pockets where the development has happened, but overall of the area, if you see, it falls below average in the livability terms, and the rental yields there are between 2 to 3.5%, which is again in the average ranges, not very high. So the pricing outlook eventually for next 2-3 years might not see a spectacular hike. It might be just stagnant, or maybe a bit of correction it might witness. About the project that he is looking at, Sanjeeva Kolshri, it's a premium project. It is located on a very good location on Thakdari Road, and it is very well connected to the Salt Lake area, which is a developed pocket of that region. And the 3 BHK in this particular project ranges between 1,387 to 1,517 square feet, which is a good area range. And the project that is available at 4,200. If we talk about the developer has he's a very credible developer and has delivered many projects in that region. So definitely a go ahead from our side, because you can check multiple projects of this particular builder and check for the construction quality, and there's nothing bad. There's no bad review about the developer currently. Other than these, we can recommend him to more projects. Comparable projects in close proximity to the international airport and in that area, in the developed pockets of that area. So first is Ideal Enclave, phase 2 by Ideal Real Estate, and second is Purti Aqua phase 2. This is on the external stages, so might get completed by the end of this year or maybe early next year.
Okay, so note down the details of these two projects that Tanvi is suggesting. First is Ideal Enclave phase 2, and the price that you'll have to pay for that is 4,050 rupees per square foot. Unit size for a 3 BHK apartment ranges from 1,470 to 1,535 square feet. This is a ready to move in apartment that you can buy from the developer. The other option that we are suggesting is Purti Aqua phase 1, and the price here is 4,150 rupees per square foot. Unit size for a 3 BHK apartment ranges from 1,216 to 1,343 square feet, and this is also available from the developer. Before we move on to other queries, we would like to remind you that in case you're planning to buy any property, then you must write to us at property@ndtv.com. But please don't forget to leave your full name and contact number so that our team can get in touch with you, and also do give us some time to research and come back to you with the best answer. Okay, let's go ahead and take our next caller on air. We have Sanjay from Pune with us. Sanjay, please go ahead and ask your question.
I want to know that in the Spine Road, any good project is going on so that I can book for.
And what is your budget, Sanjay?
It is a 40 lakhs.
Okay,
45 lakhs.
Okay, 40 to 45 lakhs is your budget, and you had even mentioned a few other areas in your email. You had mentioned Chinchwad, Chikali also. So these are the areas that you want to focus on. So what do you think, Tanvi? In these areas, which would be best suited for him in case he wants to buy a 2 BHK apartment, and that should be within a budget of 45 lakhs?
Spine Road that he is talking about is part of Chikli, and it is a developed part of Chikli. Chikli is basically a town on the northern borders of Pimpri-Chinchwad Municipal Corporation, and because of its very close proximity to Chakan MIDC and Talegaon MIDC, it has a lot of demand. And the Spine Road, the major corridor that Chikli has, it's pretty expensive for his budget, and plus the supply there is not much. So other areas of Chikli are not very far from Spine Road, and they are in the affordable ranges and will fall within his budget. So that is where I'm going to suggest him some projects. In terms of location, if we see, Chikli is located just off the Mumbai-Nasik highway, and as I said, it's pretty close to both the MIDCs of Chakan and Talegaon. So there's good demand and a lot of real estate activity happening here. There are some 4,000 units available in that area with a weighted average price of 3,750. And in the last 3 years, if we see, the prices have increased by 4.8% on an annual basis, which is a good rate. And in terms of livability also, this area has improved quite a lot in last few years because of a lot of rental demand, a lot of people from MIDC coming to this area. And also this is one of the affordable locations of Pune overall. So this area has improved a lot and has a livability of above average in current scenario. And the rental yields here are pretty good. They range between 3.5 to 4.5%, which is in a very good range and shows that prices here have productivity and will increase in future as well. The projects that I'm going to suggest him are not on Spine Road, as I said, because it's expensive, but within close proximity to Spine Road. And the first project would be Kumar Princeville Phase 1 by Kumar Properties. This is located near Aherwadi Talim Road, and there are total 4 projects, 4 towers which are sold out, while there's another tower which is on internal stages, and possession is expected by 2018. The second project is Polite Harmony by Polite Group. This particular project is located off Chikli-Akurdi Road, which is another good corridor to invest in. And the third project is River Residency Phase 3 by Vijay Lakshmi and Ishwar Parmar Group. So the two phases are already delivered, people are already staying there. So at least some kind of activity is there in that area. So definitely a good project to invest in. You can look into all these options.
Okay, so let's give you some more details about these three projects. First is Kumar Princeville, Phase 1, and the price that you'll have to pay in this project is 4,500 to 4,800 rupees per square foot. Unit size for a 2 BHK apartment, that is what you're looking for, is 1,015 square feet, and this is available to you from the resale market. The other option that Tanvi is suggesting is Polite Harmony. This is from the Polite Group, and the price here is 4,300 rupees per square foot. Unit size for a 2 BHK apartment is ranging from 804 to 864 square feet. You can buy this from the developer. And the third project that she has recommended is River Residency Phase 2. This is by Vijay Lakshmi and Ishwar Parmar Group, and the price that you'll have to pay in this project is 4,700 rupees per square foot. Unit size for a 2 BHK apartment is 850 square feet. This is a ready to move in project available to you from the resale market. It's time for a short break now. When we come back, we get you top 2 BHK property deals in Meera Road, Thane. And also prime property in the western suburbs of Mumbai.